can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Today, from CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks versus Matt Ryan and the LA Rams.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll have Matt Ryan calling the shots, the former MVP and third overall pick.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. 4 yards, the pickup, first down.
Ball carrier.
A look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 16 carries, 84 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Trey Flowers on the stop. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And got a man. It's Woods. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line.
21 yards.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It's 2nd down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles.
There goes Mark Ingram. Touchdown, L.A. Mark Ingram. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a 3rd-round pick back in 2012.
I know we were assigned this game, but let's face it, this is the one we wanted, isn't it? A chance to watch an MVP candidate perform down the stretches 4 weeks ago. How are you feeling about his chances?
Well, I think he certainly has a shot. It's going to determine what he does and what the others around him do for these last 4 weeks. But more MVP chatter, it seems like, every year as you hit the month of December. This year's going to be no exception.
Yeah, I know he's not ranked #1 right now, but if he plays up to his capabilities, I think he's going to win the thing.
Oh, he's going to take a shot, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Seattle Seahawks.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26 yards.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, Ryan. They go screen. This is Ingram. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Draw play. Ingram now. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Mark Ingram, the ball carrier.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions, in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now, because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7 and a Rams first down.
Now Ryan on first down. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Kendrick Bourne.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At their 49-yard line.
A toss play left. There goes Mark Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
That's the end of the
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Rams 7.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. He finds Humphreys. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a quick.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Going for Metcalf, and that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target. That'll bring up second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Forced to the ground and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Third down. And 7 yards to go.
On third down, Ryan. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. The 20. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10. At their own 25-yard.
DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. And he is over 200 yards. We thought this matchup might be good for him. It's been very good for him.
It's been great, hasn't it? And what's tough for any defense is trying to match up with a receiver nowadays. But these receivers all have all the answers. They'll line up.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
49-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Ryan, it's caught. Humphreys. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. They're trying for Humphreys, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean,
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Open man is born. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Ryan. And Woods has it complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He dumps it down to Ingram. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
17.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Taken in at the 3. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eat. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. What a game it's been for this duo. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Brings up second down.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. And this is going to be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Ball carrier.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Ingram again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
To Mark Ingram. He's tackled at the 30.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a little too much. Much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And out now come the Seahawks. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Wilson going for it. Got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. Now the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Mark Ingram.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Mark Ingram, the ball carrier.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought down.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
To Adam Humphries.
Adam Humphries. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Operating from the gun. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Right side complete. That's Woods.
Ryan,
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
a 7-yard.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Rams.
On 1st down, Ryan gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, Ryan. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
Gain of 21 yards.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Number 17.
Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
31.
Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about what...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Wilson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Metcalf once again the target, and it's third down. From the gun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He gets it to Humphries. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the draw, this is Ingram. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll run here with Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
At the 33-yard line.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan out to the right to Humphries. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And it'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. To throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
First and goal.
He's back to throw. Well, I guess at the very least, and this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Kendrick Bourne, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor. He's got a man, complete. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So Matt Ryan of the offense down by 2, 47 seconds remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. He was covered.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it'll bring up third down. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Yards to go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing now is Wilson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
15-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. Spin move in zone. Go.